Welcome to the Bushido gang. What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurott, and welcome to my discussion vid for the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC trailer. So today, as I'm recording, they dropped a trailer for the DLC. I already talked about the Isle of Armor DLC in my last vid, so you guys can check that out. I'll probably leave a link, or just look at the top. And now we're going to talk about the Crown Tundra. So before we get started, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Also, follow me on my Pokemino, and check out my Smogon profile. All those links will be down in the description on this. So, I wanted to pretty much just separate the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra because there's a lot more information about the Crown Tundra than there is for the Isle of Armor. So, if I talked about both of them in one vid, it would probably be an hour, and I didn't want to do that. So, let's talk about the Crown Tundra. God, I love this art. This art just looks beautiful. Oh man, that's some great looking art right there. All right, so the second area unlocked by your expansion pass is the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. See for yourself the beautiful scenery of this shiny silvery landscape. In this frigid area with its jagged winter mountains, people live in small communities where they support and rely on one another. A man named Fione will appoint you as the leader of his exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You'll then be tasked with investigating the reaches of this frozen land. And remember, the Pokemon dens you've only been able to glimpse during max raid battles? Well, now you'll be able to explore their depths. So that is cool. What's more, it seems a number of previously unseen legendary Pokemon make the Crown Tundra their home. Ooh, exploration. Nice. Okay, so we do see in this screenshot, we see the shrine or the temple for both the electric Reggie and the dragon Reggie. And we also see this big ass tree. So you already know what that tree is going to be for. And we do see some other landscapes as well. Again, some more snowy area, and we also see this temple looking area with that tree that they showcase. So this must be where you can get Calyrex. But yeah, this seems to be like the most important part of the DLC. So let's talk about all this stuff. And oh man, all this stuff for the Crown Tundra has me excited. The first thing we're talking about, you already know we got to talk about the birds. You already know we got to talk about the birds first. They're the biggest thing about this DLC, honestly. That's what really gets me hyped. Alright, so they are called Galarian. Oh wait, so they are called Galarian Zapdos, Galarian Articuno, and Galarian Moltres. So Galarian Articuno is the cruel Pokemon, and it's psychic and flying like we all predicted. Actually, I was predicting it to be either psychic, to be either like dual typing. I was predicting it to be either psychic ghost or predicting it to be psychic ice or ice ghost, ice fairy. There were a whole bunch of different predictions that I had, and or that we had previously in my discussion video a while back. But it has been confirmed to be psychic and flying. So Galarian Articuno. Let's talk about Galarian Articuno. Once every several decades, this migratory Pokemon appears in the Crown Tundra. For a long time, it was thought to be the same legendary Pokemon as the Articuno previously discovered in other regions. Though cold and callous in personality, it moves in a highly refined manner. Just look at that stance. It keeps itself airborne through constant use of psychic powers, almost never flapping its wings. Yo, he said, man, I don't need to flap my wings. All I need is just to meditate and I'll be able to fly. Like, yo, he said, I don't need wings. I don't need wings. Freezing psychic power. Oh boy. Tell me about this. This Pokemon battles using intense psychic powers that act directly on the cells of living beings. What? Okay, the beams of psychic energy fired from its eyes have a particularly potent effect. The slightest touch of these beams leaves the victim totally immobilized, as if frozen. The Pokemon finishes off immobilized opponents using the condensed psychic power of its wings. That is so cool. That is so cool. What? Freezing Glare is a psychic type special move in which the Pokemon attacks by firing ice power, by firing psychic power from both its eyes. This move may also leave the target frozen. A psychic move that can freeze? Yo, that's so good. That's so good. That's actually crazy. That's so strong. That is so strong. Yo, I already love this bird. This bird. Oh man, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Yeah. That's very strong. So I'm guessing that just like Articuno, it's gonna get ice type moves as well. So it has psychic and ice coverage. That is good. That is good. And it's probably gonna have Hurricane as well. Yo, Galarian Articuno is gonna be so fun. And its ability is competitive. So if you defog, you're gonna get messed up. Oh my god. Yo, this mod is too good. This mod is gonna be too good. I already love it. Now I wonder if the stats are gonna be the same as the regular Articuno. Cause let's look at let's compare the stats. Let's compare the stats to the birds. So Zapdos, again we're gonna talk about him pretty soon. Articuno and Moltres. So let's see. So Articuno's stats are very defensive, but it still has a really good special attack stat as well. So I feel like it's gonna be similar to this except I feel like it's gonna be more offensively. It's gonna be more offensive. So I think the stats are gonna be switched, except it might have less attack. So maybe it'll probably still keep the same HP stat, but I feel like it's either gonna be, I feel like Galarian Articuno is gonna be either faster or it's gonna be slower or even slower. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be faster. I think these are gonna be swapped. So I think its special attack is gonna be like 125. Its Pdef will probably be less than that, and hopefully it's faster. A fast Articuno would be godly. like yo, this is so clean. Like this mon is gonna have so much coverage. It's gonna be insane. Like this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a very good mon. A psychic move that can freeze. I'm dead. That is hilarious. That is just straight up hilarious. Oh wait, I didn't even see the thing. Okay, so Galarian Zapdos is fighting and flying, and it has Defiant. Oh my god. Yo, that is so good. That is so good. So it's 5'3", so it's short as hell. Compared to the other one. Actually, I think the other one was short too. But yeah. So let's see. It's Defiant, fighting and flying is a pretty good typing. Overall. Some people predicted that it would actually be a fighting and electric type, or it would be ground and electric. Either of those would have been cooler than this, but this is all right. It still has, electric qualities to it as it showed. So once every several decades, this migratory Pokemon appears in the Crown Tundra. For a long time, it was thought to be the same legendary Pokemon as the Zapdos previously discovered in other regions. The belligerent, battle-hungry Pokemon seems unable to resist challenging Pokemon that it senses may be stronger than itself. Yo, look at that pose. This mon is so fire. In battle, this Pokemon overwhelms opponents with speedy movements and ferocious kicks using its unnaturally mighty legs. When it leaps down cliffs and rocky mountainsides in ultra-high speed zigzag moments, it's said to resemble a bolt of lightning. However, its wings seem to be atrophied? I didn't know that was a word. Atrophied, and it appears to be a poor flyer. That's okay. It's got legs. You don't need wings. You got legs, man. You got legs. All right, let's see. Let's see what this says. In this fight, okay, so its signature move is Thunderous Kick. That sounds cool. In this fighting type physical move, the Pokemon overwhelms the target with lightning-like movement before delivering a kick. This also lowers the target's defense. So it's kind of like Hyperspace Fury. So that's cool. Too bad it doesn't say anything about it having like electric qualities. If it said it paralyzed, then that would have been broken as hell. But this makes sense for it to for the lowering defense. So it seems like Galarian Zapdos is probably gonna be faster than regular Zapdos. So either these are gonna get swapped, like it's special, like this is gonna get swapped, or it's still gonna maintain, that base 100 speed. I hope this gets swapped. Actually, this is what I want. I want its speed to be 125, and I want that attack to be 100. if it's that, or even higher than 100, like maybe like 105 or 108 or 100. If it's above 100, this mon is solid. This mon is just straight up solid. I feel like it's gonna get some kind of like setup options, so it'll definitely get like Sword Stance. Again, I did skip something that said something about these birds still having their electric. They're still having the previous qualities to the other birds. So to the previous birds. So it's definitely gonna get electric coverage. So it'll probably get like Wild Charge, which is actually something that again I discussed in a previous video with my friends. Again with dang it, with Legend and Airlace when we were talking about this. But yeah, this is really interesting. This is very interesting. But yeah, I do see it getting a lot of coverage options. It's definitely gonna get Brave Bird. It's definitely gonna get Close Combat. Like that's a given. That's a given. Especially with this like Thunder's Kick. I feel like Thunder's Kick might actually be better than Close Combat if it does get it. But still, this is very cool. It's definitely gonna get Acrobatics. It's gonna get Acrobatics. Yo, this is gonna be so fire. And it gets Defiant. Defiant is such a good ability, because this basically means you can't defog on it. And even if you wanted to defog on it, it has electric moves. And most defoggers, you know, are flying types, so they get bodied by this mon. So this is clean. This might be my favorite bird out of the other three, honestly. This might be my favorite bird out of the other three, like design wise, and probably in terms of power if it's good. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be very good. But yeah, I love this design so much. Like, fighting and flying is still not that great though as a typing. I really did wish it was electric and fighting, because a lot of people have wanted electric and fighting as a typing for a very long time. Like a very long time. Again, people thought Electivire would get it. Nope. People thought Zero Aura would get it. Nope. People thought this would get it, but now it's a nope. And I'm pretty sure there were other instances of people wanting electric and fighting besides those two, but those are like the main ones. Those are like the main ones. Again, Zero Aura and Electivire. Again, those two really should have been electric and fighting. Those two make sense, again, design wise and such. But Game Freak's just not gonna do it, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this bird in November. I can't wait for these birds, man. I can't wait for these birds. So we got one more bird to talk about. Let's talk about Moltres. Let's talk about G Moltres. So G Moltres is 6'7". That boy is huge, and it is dark and flying. So again, I had a discussion, and I thought this mon would be Dark Fire, Dark Poison, or actually not Dark Poison, Dragon Fire. Dragon Fire would have been dope. Dragon Fire actually would have been fire as hell. Fire Ghost, or Poison and Fire, because again, it does give off that dark aura. So it is called the Malevolent Pokemon, as people have, you know, predicted that it would be like some kind of dark kind of mon. But Dark Flying is pretty good though. It's not that bad actually. It's not that bad as a typing. All right, so let's talk about this mon. Okay, once every several decades, blah blah, this migratory Pokemon. Okay, let's just skip that. It has a haunting personality and conducts itself calmly according to its own whims. So it exudes the energy churning within its body as an aura akin to a column of raging fire, leaving ordinary Pokemon unable to even approach it. It is especially skilled at attacking opponents' minds by spreading its wings wide and unleashing a wicked aura. Opponents hit by such attacks are overcome with deep fatigue, as if all their energy has been burned away. That is some dark stuff right there. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's talk about this. Fiery Wrath. In this dark type special move, the Pokemon transforms its wrath into a fire-like aura to attack. It may also make opposing Pokemon flinch. So it's a special move that can flinch. That is strong. That could be strong. That could be pretty strong. I don't know if there's any special moves that could actually flinch. I don't think there are. Oh wait, no, Air Slash, duh. Air Slash. How could I forget Air Slash from Togekiss? That can flinch. But this is cool. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be hitting. It's gonna be like a dual type kind of attack. You know, like be able to burn things as well. But being able to flinch things is pretty cool. So it seems like it's gonna get fire and dark coverage, which is actually really strong. Fire and dark has has been known to be like very good together, or very good like paired together, because they can just kind of dominate some things. Now I'm not going to talk about the current meta, because the current meta is pretty much like over at this point. There's only 2 weeks left, so I can just talk about what I'm going to be predicting with it. But Moltres' move pool in general is very offensive. So if you pair it with dark type coverage, then that is really good. It could even get poison coverage too. It might even get Sludge Bomb, which is really good for fairies. So it has a way to hit Clef, Tapu Fini, and all of them. So that is really strong too. Again, it gets access to Hurricane as well, Air Slash. It might even get Brave Bird if it's gonna be like a physical version, or if it could be physical. It could be physical too. It has that potential to be physical. And the fact it gets Berserk, that is strong. So if you get this mon to lower it to like half, then oh my gosh, I can see a subset on this thing working. I could definitely see like a sub of Moltres, and then you just bring it down to a Berserk, and then you get off some big ass damage with Overheat, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and this Fiery Wrath thing. Yo, these birds are flames. I love all of them. I think I just like all of them equally. They're all great. They're all great to me, and that is a very, very good sign. Man, it really makes me want to buy this game now. It really does. It's really trying to. Like, Game Freak is just really trying to pursue me to get this game, but I won't fall for it. I'll still be playing Showdown. I don't care. Unless they fix the battle timer. That's the only way I'm coming back. That's the only way I'm coming back. I'm coming back to play a game. That's the only way. If they fix the timer, I'll be back. But until then, I'm on Showdown. So I'll be doing Showdown. But still, these birds are strong. These birds are strong. They actually might be stronger than their original forms, which is saying a lot. They're definitely stronger than their original forms. But even their original forms are going to be good too, because now they all have access. Well, I mean, they all previously had access to Hurricane, but now Zapdos has access to Hurricane now. So that means that Zapdos on Rain is going to be godly. This mon is just going to put in so much work. And the fact that they all get Weather Ball now is also really good. So you could run like Moltres with Rain now. You could run Articuno on Sun. You could run Zapdos in Rain with Weather Ball. So now it has water coverage. So now it has water coverage as well. So this is very good. This is very, very good. These three, again, their original forms, and even the birds now, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be very good. Again, these three are very good offensively. They're definitely gonna be better, like in terms of offense. But I think the other three are gonna be better, like on the defensive scale too. So, and also they do get the boots as well, so they don't have to worry about hazards. So in general, all the birds are good. All the birds are very good. So this is cool. I like this. I like this. I like when Game Freak is actually trying to go out the box with this. This is a good sign. This is a very good sign of what's to come, I think. Now that pretty much covers all the birds. Again, I pretty much just gasmed all about the birds because I love all of them. They're all good. They all look good. But yeah, let's talk about the Regis now. So let's talk about Regieleki. So Regieleki, I think that's how you say it. I'm pretty sure it's Regieleki. A body with a bottomless supply of electricity. This Pokemon absorbs electrons to live. Electrical energy makes up most of its body. Its electric type moves are said to pack the greatest power of any used by electric type Pokemon. Researchers have determined that Regieleki's body is fitted with what appears to be special insulated equipment that does not conduct electricity. Some theorize that in ancient times, people tormented by Regieleki fitted the equipment on the Pokemon to restrain its power. So that's why it looks like a light bulb. That makes sense. So if it was, if it didn't have those restraints on it, that boy would just be everywhere. So that's cool. It's very cool. I like when Game Freak is starting to give their what's it called? Their I forgot the word. When they add lore into their mons. Like, that's what I love about Pokemon. I love when they add the lore. Like, that just really wants me to figure out like the whole world of Pokemon. Like, there's so much unanswered stuff that they have in these games especially when it comes to like legendaries and just like how much of a role they play in the story and all that. Like, again, I do hope that with Eternatus there is going to be some kind of information about it, because we literally don't know anything about it. All we know is that it just came out of nowhere and it could Dynamax things on command. Like, that's all we know about it. That's literally all we know. But I hope that if there is another DLC, or maybe I hope there's no sequel to this game. They should make a sequel to this game. Like, they're already doing a good job with the DLC so far, from what it looks like. So hopefully they add some kind of like resolution to it. But overall, this is good. This is good. Now let's actually talk about the Mon itself and what it can do. So Regieleki's signature move, Thunder Cage. In this electric type special move, the Pokemon fires furious bolts of electricity from its lower half, trapping opponents directly below it in a cage of lightning. Yo, that is strong. Thunder Cage doesn't only deal damage to opponents when it lands, it will also cause them to be trapped within an electrified cage, causing damage every turn for 4 to 5 turns and preventing them from fleeing or being swapped out. This boy can trap. This boy can trap. Let this be known. This boy can trap. Your Corviknight is trapped now. Your Corviknight is gone. That's what this means. Your Corviknight is gone. That is cool. I like this. So now this Mon can trap everything. That is very, very cool. Now, if it gets some really good coverage options, then it could be a pretty big threat. Like, if it has access, if it has like coverage to deal with ground types, like if it gets like Energy Ball or even like Ice Beam or something. Like, honestly, electric types are known to have very wide coverage options. So again, they have access to either, most of them have access to either electric or to either fire or ice type moves. So if it has something like that, or even fire coverage, like honestly, electric and fire coverage is good anyway. So if it has that kind of coverage, then it's really good against steals too. So I hope it has something like that. But definitely it's giving off like a glass cannon kind of vibe. So it's gonna get some moves, but it's gonna be very frail. That's what it looks like to me. And again, most electric types are known to be frail anyway. Like, probably the bulkiest electric type you're gonna find is gonna be Zapdos. That's in my opinion. That's like a known thing. This is literally the bulkiest electric type you'll run into, because it could take hits. It definitely takes some hits. But I just want to talk about the Regis in general and just talk about like what I think about their stats and what I think they're gonna be. So looking at the original Regis right here, the main stat that they have, like their strongest stat, is gonna be like base 200. So if we factor that in, then I do believe that Regieleki is going to be a very strong special attacker. Now, I don't know about its speed or anything. Maybe its speed could be like 100. If its speed is 100, that's actually fine with me. I would be okay with that. I would be perfectly fine with that. Like, it needs speed if it's going to be an electric type, because most electric types, a good electric type, has a really good speed stat. Like, again, one of the best ones, I'll give an example, like Mega Manectric, that's like base 135. If it has something like that, then that is good. That is very, very good for it. Like some kind of high speed is what it needs for it to really kick off. But this Mon, if it has base 200 special attack, God help us all. That Mon is going to break everything. If it has good coverage, that's what it needs. Like, literally, it just needs coverage, and it's good and it's solid. But yeah, and also being able to trap things and have coverage options really is gonna make this Mon shine. So I can't wait for it. I hope it's good. Now let's talk about Regidrago. So Regidrago. Let's talk about Regidrago. Ooh, Regidrago looking kind of clean. It's a dragon type, which is cool. So I don't know, but people were saying that this Mon could also be like dark type as well. Even going back to Regieleki, it seemed like people were debating on it being like a new typing too, or it being what's it called? It being a new typing, or it being psychic, or even steel or something like that. Not steel. Why did I say steel? But definitely like psychic or something. But again, it being electric makes sense, and this being dragon, now that is cool. That's cool, and that's what people were predicting anyway. So a cluster of dragon energy. Regidrago's body is composed of crystallized dragon energy. The energy is densest in its central core. Thanks to its body composition, Regidrago can use dragon-type moves with great power than other Pokemon. So that is good. That sounds pretty good so far. The sealed Regidrago. Folklore tells that the legendary Pokemon Regigigas tried to create a Pokemon from crystallized dragon energy, but ran out of crystals and was only able to complete the head. That boy Regidrago was that boy Regigigas was trying to make a Shenron, man. He was trying to make a Shenron, man. The people of old heard that if Regidrago were to be completed, it would rain destruction on their land, so they sealed it away within a temple. Yo, imagine that would have. Yo, that's. Regigigas said he wants to make dragons now. Okay, okay, that would have been cool. But I like that. I like that lore. So Regidrago's signature move, Dragon Energy. The Pokemon assumes a shape similar to a dragon's head. That is cool. That's actually, I like that detail a lot. I like that a lot. That is flames. So it's literally just a core. It's just a core and a dragon head. That's so cool though. So it fires intense dragon energy from its mouth. The more HP the user has remaining, the higher the move's power. So it's not like a steel beam or anything. So you don't take damage after using it. So that's actually pretty good. So it's kind of like, it's like Final Gambit and Steel Beam, but you don't take damage. That's really strong. That's really strong. Now, if its stats are good and it's not slow, then that could be very good for it. I realized something about these Regis. They're actually smaller than the other ones, than the OG ones. I just noticed that, and they also they're actually smaller than the other ones. So, with them being smaller, I feel like they're really gonna be offensive. They're really gonna be offensive Regis, which is very, very interesting. So that really makes me wonder, like, how are they gonna really break down the stats? Because again, looking at the Regis here, like, again, this is their highest stat. Their highest stat is right here, and then you got Registeel, which basically just like splits both of the stats in half. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a Mon. If there is gonna be a third Regi, which people have been speculating since these two have came out, that if there is a third legendary of the trio, then it'll probably be like, again, have that split in stats. So if it is something like that, that would be very cool. Don't really know though, not really too sure. But again, with Regidrago, if it's gonna be an offensive one, then I feel like it's just gonna have like high attack, like 200 attack, and maybe 200 special attack, or 200 special defense, or actually 200 special attack, and then just have like crappy defenses. But its speed will probably be like maybe 80 or something. Maybe if it's like that, that would be cool. But again, the Regis are known to be very slow, so I really hope it's not that case. Like, I really hope they're going to be fast Regis. Again, offensive Regis is very, very good. Or it could be very good. So I hope it is that way, and I hope they don't screw up the stats, because that would make me very sad. Because I like their designs too. Their designs look solid. So yeah, that pretty much covers the legendaries. Now, in terms of like the returning Pokemon that are coming back, they didn't really show too many returning monsters coming back for the Crown Tundra. Again, we know most of the big ones. Again, we know about Metagross and Garchomp coming back then. They did show off a couple though. They showed Luxray coming back, which is pretty nice. A fan favorite mon. What else? It was that. Actually, I want to see if Cerebi actually updated. They might have updated already. They might have actually added some more stuff. Nothing yet. No new abilities. Yeah, nothing yet, honestly. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing about the abilities or such. Yeah, nothing about the abilities yet. Or nothing about like the temporary page for them. Okay. Crown Tundra. Yeah, okay, so nothing new yet. But yeah, nothing about the returning Pokemon so far. So we'll probably have to wait and see about what else is coming back. But again, they also showed Absol. They showed Swablu, so Altaria is coming back. I think they showed Cragonal. So that was also another Pokemon that was on the promotion. But yeah, those were the ones that they showed. They didn't really show much about the old ones. Just some like new stuff, which I'm not opposed to. That's not a bad thing. Now let's talk about Calyrex. Calyrex was a Pokemon was the mon that they did show off. I don't think there's anything new though. Yeah, nothing new. So that'd be something new for it, but just it gets on Nerve. Oh, that's pretty crappy. I mean, it makes sense though, because I mean it's a. I mean, if it has Unnerved, then that means that its stats must be insane. Its stats must be insane for them to give it an ability like this. So, Calyrex could be interesting. Calyrex could still be interesting, but I wish they gave something about it though. But it doesn't seem like they really made any or really gave anything new about it. So let's actually talk about like the background though, like about like what's actually gonna be happening in this in the Crown Tundra. The features for it. So let's see. I think I might be. No one talks about the features somewhere. Oh wait, no, it's right here. It's right here. I gotta actually go down. All right. So let's talk about the features for the Crown Tundra. So team up with 3 other trainers to go on a Dynamax adventure. You'll be able to venture into Pokemon dens, and maybe even run into Dynamax Pokemon. If you do encounter a Dynamax Pokemon during your exploration, you'll need to work together with your teammates in a max raid battle. You'll get a chance to catch the Dynamax Pokemon for your team if you triumph in the battle, but you'll be kicked out of the den should you lose. That's pretty cool. So I guess depending on how far you get, then you can fight a legendary. That is pretty strong. That could be pretty cool. I like that. Man, not much about that though. Looks like there's different paths though. So, no, I guess you still have to go through it. It does show some of the Pokemon already hidden too. So, So, something about the Galarian Star Tournament. Okay, what's this? Once you progress far enough in your adventure in the Crown Tundra, you'll be able to participate in the Galarian Star Tournament held in the city of Winden. In this tournament, you'll battle with various trainers you met in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but not just as opponents. You'll also pick a teammate and tackle the tournament together. That's cool. I haven't seen something like this in a long time. This was like way back when, like probably like, ooh. I think we haven't seen something like this since like maybe Gen 5. Maybe Gen 5. I think maybe Gen 5. Again, I'm not too sure. I don't know if this latest gen you actually had to team up with your partner. I think you did have to team up with Hop, but I might be wrong. I'm talking about like other characters besides Hop. So again, last time you actually did that was like Gen 4 or Gen 5. I feel like it was Gen 4 though. Cause you had to team up with Chirel to get through the Eternal Forest. Then you had to team up with that one girl in the Wayward Cave so you can get her out. Then you had to team up with Buck at the Stark Mountain, and that was that. Oh wait, and the other girl for the Shaman event thing. So seems like they're bringing something like that back. You know, being able to multi battle or to battle with another teammate. So that's cool. Nothing new though. Nothing new over here. New regional forms. Oh, so yeah, new regional forms. So they are gonna show off. So there is gonna be like I guess more than one, besides again Slowbro. Because again we still don't know about Slowking, and again we probably won't know about it until the end of the summer, and when they'll probably like hint at something. So yeah, that pretty much covers all the news for that we got today. So I guess I could talk about like the other stuff about the new characters. Mustard, okay, Peony. So he doesn't say much. Brought his daughter. Listening into his strongest suit and his bold behavior draws plenty of attention. His kind sign, plenty of. Okay, so nothing interesting. Okay, well, that pretty much covers everybody or all the stuff that happened in this trailer. So if you guys did enjoy me talking about all this, because man, this is a great time, man. This is a great time. It's good that we finally got some kind of positive news, especially with what's been going on in the world right now. But I like this. This is good. This is good stuff. So if you guys did enjoy the vid, make sure to leave a like. comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord Bushido gang and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Let me know what was your favorite news that came out of this trailer. Again, I think my favorite news was just seeing all the birds. Honestly, seeing the birds and seeing Galarian Slowbro was really all I wanted. And also the returning Pokemon. That's what I cared about. But the birds were probably the most important to me. So yeah, I'm glad they showed off all that information. But again, we probably won't get another trailer until until the end of the summer. So just be on the lookout for that. Unless they have something for E3, but I mean, well, E3's canceled, but unless they have something else planned in the summer. But yeah, take care, guys. Be safe, especially with what's going on right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.